Hello again YouTube, welcome back to another video, and today is something a little bit different because I'm doing an unboxing, and this is something which arrived today. Nice big box as you can see there, and there's a bit of a clue in the background. I don't know if you can see that or not, but yes, this is something I ordered or pre-ordered from Titanic Creations quite a while ago. Slight spoiler there. Yeah, it is Gorgo 30 centimeters, and yeah, I ordered this probably about 3 months ago. I think I pre-ordered it, so I didn't order it right at the beginning, but yeah, so I've been waiting for it to be released, and thankfully it was quite a quick journey across the seas because it came from the US. I think it took about a bit less than a week, which, considering I've got another figure which I also pre-ordered before this, and that shipped over 2 months ago, and that's still in shipping. That's coming from Japan, but there'll be more on that another time. So yeah, while I'm opening it, I thought, you know what, I'll do a little video, see how it turns out. If it comes out rubbish, I'll just just bin it and not bother uploading it. But anyway, so here we go. Now, there have been quite a few people reviewing this already, mainly in the US. I've been resisting watching them because this type of thing, I always look at loads of reviews before I receive them. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to wait and let it be a surprise. So I've been avoiding the other video reviews, which has been hard to do because yeah, I did want to have a little sneaky peek. And it's been worth the wait, I think, because it's quite nice to not know exactly what I'm going to find in here. So yes, there we go. A nice bit of artwork there with the Gorgo text. So, shake this on out. Yeah. If you always get a bit of suction with these, don't you? So it's a bit difficult to get them out of the boxes. Yeah, you've seen me talk about this before already, because I did get the Gorgo 4K release from Vinegar Syndrome quite recently, and yeah, how about that? That is a nice box. There's like nothing you've seen before. Yeah, that's nice artwork there, and look at that, it wraps around as well, which is quite cool. So yes, there we go. Nice big super cool box. So no tape to cut open here, and I don't imagine it's going to be like a sort of X Plus where you've got to fix a tail onto it separately. Ah, there is a bit of tape, so out with the scissors. Just see two little circles here. If you want to skip through and just see the figure itself and not worry about all this malarkey, there will be a jump cut because I'm on the front facing camera at the moment and I can't spin it around without stopping it, so I'll stop it towards the end and then I'll do some sort of close-ups of it and also show some comparisons to the other figures that I've got. So here we are. Right, well packaged in there, look. He's actually standing. Ah, nice and simple. Yep. Ooh, quite strong fumes coming out of that thing. So yeah, a bit different to the old X Plus Godzillas. It's really easy to get him out of here, but he's well protected, so that's all good. And yeah, sure enough, comes in one piece. And already, I'm really happy with the paint of this. The sculpt was by somebody called Dope Pope. Don't know anything else about him. I think he does quite a lot of sculpts for Titanic Creations and others. That is awesome. Right, so there we go. There is Gorgo. Very cool looking. I might even see if I can snip it in a little bit of, because it is, how do you call it, public domain, this film, so I might see if I can just snip it in a couple of little clips of him. Or this is kind of officially, I think it's Gorgo's mother, which is some people call Ogra. I never actually worked out if she was actually called Ogra, because personally I think the boy, when he mentioned Ogra, I think he was referring to Gorgo himself. So I don't know, but whatever the case, yeah, to me, if you've got one, it's Gorgo. If you've got a bigger one and a smaller one, then the big one's Ogra. So let's have a little look. I'll stop it there so I can spin the camera around and show you in a bit more detail. So here we go. We're on the front facing camera now, so we can have a proper good little look. So yeah, really nice paintwork, I would say. Definitely a nice sculpt. Is it up to X Plus levels? Possibly. I don't know. Not sure if I'd go quite that far, but it's certainly very cool. And I don't think X Plus is ever going to do something like this. One thing I'm not too sure about is a little bit kind of matte up there as opposed to the more glossy in some areas. That seems a little bit inconsistent, I think. That's more matte coloured. But yeah, I would have liked, I don't know if it's not really showing it on the camera, but most of it has this slightly glossy texture, which I quite like because it almost looks a bit wet, because of course he did come out of the ocean. So that's got like a bit of a sheen to it. Same around the back here. Show a little fan there. I could do with that fan going actually. It's quite hot today. It's been really crap weather here in the UK, but at the moment it's quite warm. The tail is a bit lifted, which I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, they've got a bit of a gap underneath there. I would have expected the tail might have been laying on the ground, because that's how it always seemed to be. But then I suppose as he's walking along, maybe not. Bows in a little bit there. Are they all like that? Other people's Gorgos? That seems a bit kind of squashed there. I think it is a bit squashed. Yeah, what do you think of that, people? Those who have got one of these already. Is yours like that? Does it sort of bow in a little bit? Or I would have thought that should have been, if anything, sloping out a little bit. Yeah, there are a couple of little scuffs here on the paintwork. I don't know if you can see that. Some little sort of scratches and that around. So, yeah, not too thrilled with those little details. I think that's about the only scuffs I can see. But yeah, I suppose I can probably touch those in. But they shouldn't be there. That looks like it's been scratched against something there, doesn't it? But yeah, there's a nice colour to the paint there. That sort of dark and light green. But yeah, I'm not sure about this. The way that bows in there. Maybe it is the way it is. I'll have to look in more detail when I watch the film next time. See if it is like that. But that looks a bit too flat to me. But small detail. Am I happy with it? Yes, I think I am. Not perfect, but pretty close. This foot, I'm not sure if I like the way that foot's angled up. I might get a hairdryer onto this, because I think this you can probably mould a little bit, warm it up and cool it down again. So I'll probably adjust that leg a little bit. I suppose it looks a bit like he's walking, so in that regard it's not bad. But yeah, there we are. Very good overall. Let's have a look on the eyes there. Yeah, they're cool. Both facing the same way, which is good. So we're looking at gnashers there. Actually, the teeth are quite nicely done. Probably better than I was expecting there. I like the colour of them. Not just sort of like a plain white paint. There is actually a bit of texture to them, and they look a little bit dirty, as they should be. You wouldn't expect to have perfectly pearly whites, would you really? So yeah, there we go. Hands in the correct position, because I think basically the whole film there, the hands are in that kind of position. They don't really tend to move much. He just sort of claws into things. So yeah, there we are. Not a long video, but I'll just show you a size comparison. He's a pretty big boy actually. Let's pop him over there. Feels a bit more sort of plasticky than the X Plus models, I would say. So let's compare him now to an X Plus Godzilla. That's a 1974. So yeah, he is big. He's definitely bigger than Godzilla. It's like you might be able to see a little bit more of the texture on one of that. See, this area here is quite glossy, and this is a bit matte. I think I'd rather it be glossy all over, but I don't know. It looks, in my camera, it looks a bit more shiny, but it does go quite matte there. So I might just apply a bit of like some sort of polish or something. See if I can just put a little tiny bit more of a sheen on that one, just to even it out. But yeah, there we go. That is against the 1974 X Plus Godzilla. Yeah, not bad at all. Looks very cool, I would say. So, let's pop him up where I prepared the space for him. Does he fit? Yes, he does. There he is, look. Right next to the good old 4K film, which I mentioned earlier on, Vinegar Syndrome. There, they look pretty good together, I think. And then pan over to the side, we've got Shin Godzilla there. And to the other side, much smaller of course, is my Godzilla -1. And that's a Yuji Sakai sculpt, but that was a different company again. I can't think what that was called. Suffix, I think. So yeah, it's a lot bigger than that one. And a bit bigger than even Shin Godzilla, which is quite a big X Plus, that one. Obviously, Godzilla's taller when you include a tail. But yeah, there we go. Anyway, I think I'll finish up there. That's probably a long enough video. But yeah, that's a little look at Titanic Creations Gorgo. Thanks a lot for watching.